What's up, everybody, and how is it going? Welcome to Bricks and Toys. Today, we went to the Lego store to get topped up on two of the most coolest Lego sets that is not Star Wars related so far this year. And the two sets, well, one's right here and is the feature of today's video, and the other one is in the bag. Now, if you guys don't pay attention to your Lego news, then I'll get you guys up to speed. Today, May the 15th, basically 2 weeks after May the 1st, Lego decided to release two space-themed sets that are literally, for lack of a better term, out of this world. The two sets that they decided to release today is going to be the NASA Artemis Space Launch System. Now, this is a rocket with a launch pad, which is really sick. We're going to talk more about this for today's video. But what they also released was what I have in this bag. And that is the Milky freaking Way, everybody. Now, if you guys have built the Hokusai Great Wave, which I think was January 2023 when that set came out, the really cool thing about the Hokusai is it's kind of like, it kind of comes out of the front, where with like traditional Lego art in the past, like the Elvis, the Batman, and all of those, they're flat. But what Lego has been doing with Spider-Man, with the Gotham City skyline, and other art sets is they're kind of starting to bring it forward. And that's what they're doing with this and the Hokusai, which I built last year. And this thing is just really sick. Now, I was going to do the Batman art, I think back in April, I think it was. But that set had a huge problem, and that was the backing support plate for that set. Now, I'm pretty sure, as I did my research, that by buying this set is built in the traditional way that the art is supposed to be built, using the good, thick 16 by 16 plates to secure everything onto. But we're going to talk all about that in the video about this, which comes out a few days after this video does. Because I'm going to film both of these videos at the same time, but this one's going to be done before this one. I'm going to take my time. Before we take off on the Artemis, I just want to tell you guys, this is going to be a set number 31212 with 3,091 pieces, and this does retail for about $200 US. Now, by buying both of these sets today, and I'm pretty sure you could buy one and then buy the other in two separate hauls, and you can get a promotional. And the promo, which I've not really looked at too well, is going to be the Alien Space Diner with 239 pieces, set number 40687. Now, this is pretty cool. You get an orange spaceman, you get a white spaceman, you get a little space octopus, and they're doing some cooking stuff, and like an old diner. So that is your promo. Like I said, you can buy these separate and get two of these, but I didn't think it was worth it because the promo is, well, this is kind of mediocre, everybody. I probably will still build this and do a little TikTok short on it for y'all, but it wasn't worth making two separate transactions for two of these, in my opinion. So with that, everybody, that is like the store haul, the promo. You guys got it. Now, let's get into the Artemis. So here with me today is the NASA Artemis Space Launch System. This is the new Lego Icon set. It is set number 10341, coming in at 3,601 pieces. And I don't know a damn thing about NASA, the Artemis, or really anything. I like to stick to the Star Wars space aspect and not the real world, the IRL space aspect. So I did do a little bit of research before doing this video. And what I do know about the Artemis, and don't hold me word for word with what I'm about to say, because I want to get you guys up to speed with a little bit of information before getting into this video. The Artemis Space Launch System is our first attempt to reconnect with the moon in over 50 years. You know all those Apollo missions back in the 60s and 70s? Well, that got us to the moon, or something like that. And this is our attempt to go back. Now, this was put in during the Trump administration, to my understanding, and it has continued to be carried out within the Biden administration. So, No politics here, everybody. Either way, if you guys are a fan of Artemis, either president's going to carry it on, I guess. I hope. Anyway, they are doing the Artemis launch system in multiple steps. The first was an unmanned Artemis rocket, which is what I believe this set to be. And then the next is going to be Artemis 2, which is going to be a manned mission back to the moon. I guess the end result is to put a space station on the moon to help us get closer to Mars and do Mars research, which I think we've been doing for years now. I don't know. Hopefully you guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about in between the spaces. So that's why Artemis is kind of cool, because it's so far a 3-part project. One part went up in 2022. This part, the unmanned part. And then the next part should be, I think, in 2025. And the third part, well, it's just out there. And nobody knows what we're doing with that yet. So overall, it is a cool project. It is a resemblance of America getting back and getting into space. The really cool thing about this is, I don't know how much you guys follow the whole Trump administration stuff back in the day, is this is labeled the NASA Artemis, and so far none of the Mike Pence initiated new military forces made its way onto any of this. And what I'm talking about is the Space Force. There's not Space Force on this. I heard a few years back that Mike Pence was going to put in a Space Force branch of the military, and I don't know if that's going to cross over to NASA or not. I'm just glad that it's got nothing to do with this, because I would laugh my ass off. Space Force. What the hell is... Are we going to sci-fi movies here, everybody? But anyway, getting back onto subject, let's just take a quick look at the box, because we spent a lot of time talking about it, and let's just see what we see. Well, for one, we see a big-ass rocket. Now, I have not built the Eiffel Tower build, but I've seen a lot of reviews say that the space launch system is actually really resemblant to the Eiffel Tower. I wouldn't know, but if I do enjoy this building experience, if I find it tolerable, that could be a gateway for the Eiffel Tower in the future. So we got the space launch system, we got the rocket, we got the labeling, 18 and older packaging. Pretty simple, everybody. Up here on the top, we have the Artemis logo. We have the pod coming apart for the rocket. We'll talk more about that in the review. We have a 1-to-1 of one of the pieces. Coming along the side, we have the rocket with the two, I think those are our fuel or rocket boosters right there. You NASA guys are probably rolling right now going, what the hell is this guy talking about? I don't know. But that's the fun of it. Then on this side, we have the name of it in 2 different languages, and we got some legal eagles. Coming along to the back, we got recycling information, legal eagles, barcode, etc. Then, looking at the back of the set, well, we have more of how it comes apart with those side little rocket parts. We have how it docks. We have the real one right here, taken off in 2022, I believe. And then we have the height of it right here, which looks to be 27.5 inches and about 12 inches wide, which is pretty cool. Now, let's bring you guys on in and let's cut open this box and let's see what we have in terms of the build. I'm going to say 25 bags. So this is a bigger box, so we're going to have a little bit of a challenge getting it all into frame here. So we got 2 pieces of tape that gets it open. Then let's get our first look. And look at that, we have plastic bags. Still no paper. I know we're getting close, but it does look to be filled pretty much to the brim, very little dead space. So let's go and do our pour. Oh boy. Oh, whoa, there's another box. Whoa. Okay, so we have another box right here. So cutting open that box, I'm expecting the instructions to be hidden in here. Yes, we have the instructions right here. Houston, we have instructions. And there we go with the rest of the bags. So now I'm going to count these bags off camera really quick, and we're going to give you a count. I don't remember the number I told you guys, so you guys know the number at this point. I do not. Okay, so let's get back up in here, everybody. So we have, besides the books being loose in the box, we got this one little stick. And then we got 27 and 26. So we got 27 bags total. They're all up over here, kind of out of frame. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles of 5 and then 2 extra bags. So now let's go and take a look at our books. 1 and 2 cuts the tape. And then I know that there's going to be stickers. I've seen the reviews, and there's the stickers. Sticker sheet is rather medium, not too bad. We have 12 stickers total, but there's a lot of duplicates. Like 1 is 2 stickers, and then we have 2 4s, 2 5s, and 2 whatever 6s, 2 10s. Looks like we have 8 11s, 2 12s, 2 2s or 4 2s. I don't know. But you guys can see, there's a lot of duplicates in that 12 stickers. Probably more like 20. Then we have our book, and boy, does it feel good to be back to a real book. I mean, that's got some heft, everybody. We got our 20 points, and I don't know what we're saving up for. Maybe something great at the end of the year at this point. I did cash out all my points to buy this. So this set was technically 160, not 260. Let's go to the back of the book. So it does reset at the back of the book for the little plaque stand that comes with it. And then it does reset to show you the steps of setting up the launch system. Because there is a satellite that does go inside of here that we have to set up, as it shows here. Another reset of steps, it looks like, to get that done. Here it is in more detail. We're going to go over this in the review. That's not really important right now. And it just continues to do so, but we actually start or end the book right here at 635 building steps and 357 pages. Now let's go back over here. So we have stuff about Artemis. I'm looking forward to reading this to get some more understanding. It looks like it's going to leave Earth, come around Earth, go around the moon one time, come back to Earth. So that looks like what they did. And then this looks like more stuff about Artemis, Lego designer, and then goes right into the build. No building steps as we expect from the things of the way that they have been this year in Lego. So that is the beginning of Artemis. I am super excited. It was kind of funny at the Lego store. I had an outburst because I kind of can't control what I say sometimes, and it was really hilarious. My investor was with me today, and so was my little girl. It was a great day at the Lego store, and my mom looks at this thing and she says, "Where the hell are you going to put it?" And I blurted out in the middle of the store, "Bend over, I'll show you." And if you guys seen Christmas Vacation, you guys already know what I referenced. And the guy that was standing by the door at the Lego store, the employee, he looked at me like, did he just say that? And I looked at him and I was like, I do Lego YouTube, and it's important for me to get the best sets that I want and that my viewers want to see. And I know this Artemis is going to be a really awesome set, and I really believe in it, and I'm really excited just to have it. And I will worry about where I'm going to put it on a later day. And for you guys, that later day is the next clip. For me, I'm going to take a couple days and I'm going to have some fun indulging in some NASA awesomeness. So here's that review. Okay, so let's begin this review. Well, let's just start off with these bare minimum things. We have a blue rod with a couple studs and a stud holder friction pin thingamabob from Technic. We have this stand, and then we have this stand. Now, this is going to be the spec plaque, obviously. We've all done Star Wars sets, etc. And we can tell that this is the SLS Space Launch System, Artemis Block 1 Core, Stage 2 Solid Rocket Boosters, Orion spacecraft. First launch November 16th, 2022. That was the unmanned flight. This thing is 98 meters in height. It does have a capacity of 4 people. Its weight is 5.75 million pounds. Maximum thrust, 8.8 million pounds of thrust. Time to orbit, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. That is pretty freaking cool. I actually watched this live on YouTube. Well, not live, but I watched a live re-recording of this on YouTube. Now, this is the rocket. Now, before we get into this rocket, we just have to say, oh my, this is really freaking cool. But we are going to have to go through this book and figure out how we take it all apart and we put the little spacecraft inside, or the satellite inside, and then we take it out from the inside, and then we put it on this little stand with this little blue rod to fill in the space. We're going to get all to that here in a second. But first, I'm going to make a complete ass out of myself by trying to do a review on what we are looking at here. And I say I'm going to make an ass out of myself because I don't know rockets and NASA. I may have once wore glasses and kind of had some geeky habits, but as geeky as I get at Star Wars, everybody. So without further ado, let's just do a layman's review on this beautiful specimen we have here. So I would like to start off with the elevator shaft of the launch pad. And I just want to go over all of the greebling and the details on this side. I mean, look at the curved angles of these pipes that feed systems going up the tower. It's just really nice, and they get less and less as they go higher and higher. The construction is pretty much a core elevator shaft that goes all the way down into the base. It kind of locks in underneath. We do have the guard railing, or whatever those little pieces will be, right along the edges. Now, it does say that the actual launch pad does not have this stairway see-through, so they did that as a special touch. We have more of this greebling piping over here. Coming over here, we have this really nice medium nougat type coloring on the plates. It's really freaking nice. It's going to be great for collecting dust. I believe that these are like the fuel feeders or something like that. Inside, they have the Easter egg of the green, white, and red bricks to make them. Looks like we have a little door. And I mean, look at that scaling. If that's the door, look how little that is to, well, all of that. I'm literally walking around this set to do this review. Now, a lot of people did draw comparisons to this architecture to be like the Eiffel Tower, and if it is, I'm going to build the Eiffel Tower one day, but if I don't have my family to help me, shoot me please before I actually buy it, because this was a little bit tedious building this whole thing just by myself, but it was actually kind of engaging because you're looking forward to getting to the top. It's like 10 sections or 11, depends on where you want to start counting, to do that whole section. Now coming around over here, we have this red pipe and this greebling ladder roller coaster track used on the side. Again, like I said, I'm not in the NASA, so I really don't know what all this little stuff does. But I do want to take a second to really look at all the inner details of this whole thing. It's marvelous. It's quite something else. I mean, it's really nice how they did all this angling of these brackets. I mean, it's basic Technic kind of Lego type of work. Now, there is like an elevator door right here at the top. Again, this is going to be an excellent place to collect dust. And then, if you guys don't know, I'm standing up again doing this review. We do have this is where they walk out on if this was a manned flight. This flight particularly was not. That's where they would come in. Right there, through that little hole, right there. And as you can see, that does line up to a little printed piece on the actual rocket to that hole. Really cool. I actually broke that a little bit loose, pushed that down. Now we're going to start going over the rocket. We do have printed elements on this rocket, like I just showed you the door. On this stand, we do have these little attachment cables, which we see on the video footage of this thing coming out. A lot of Technic components to make this. It is held on tight with these components right here on either side. When you detach this just falls down. But with this right here, there's a little knob. And with this knob, you can actually, when we come out, articulate that, which is really cool. Those are the things that feed all the systems and holds the rocket in place before it goes kabooey up into the sky. So we have stickers all here, here, and here. All these are stickers. We have stickers here. We have stickers here. Actually, no, that's printed. That's printed. That's a sticker. That's printed. Printed. Coming over here, sticker, all stickers, sticker, all the way up to there. There's a sticker right here, this little black line. The stickers were really challenging for me to do on this set. I'm turning it around again. Same thing on this side. Stickers, sticker, sticker. Print it, stickers all the way through. Sticker, print it. There's that black stripe again. Print it, sticker. On one of these sides, right here, another little sticker. There's 4 of these all around here. Coming up to the top, we can get another look at that printed top cone right there. American flag, NASA, American flag on this side. Sticker elements here and here, and 2 more over there. All the sticker elements with this kit is actually on the rocket. There is no sticker elements on the elevator shaft / launch pad. Now, I didn't really take you around on this side of the launch pad. Here you can get a look at a lot of the inner plumbing. And then on the back, it's just a lot of that sideways build to get that done. Now, I'm going to put you guys on a tripod, and I'm going to pull that rocket off so you guys can see that being done. Then I do want to show you where they inject the water to cool the fire, or however the physics work on that, because that's a really nice rebuilt area. So let's go ahead. Let's pop this rocket off. Okay, so I think I have a really good angle for you guys on that tripod. So, like I said, we're going to come in here. Let's just clear our shaft, our bridge out of the way. We're going to disconnect the rocket with these 2 sides. Like I said, that's going to fall down. And then our rocket's just going to lift. Well, I guess if we go like this, and then we move in all of our components, we can literally just go, it's outie, bro. So with that off, let's take you guys back and view the inner greebling. Coming on in. And there is the underside of that rocket area. And that's what it looks like without it. That's what it looks like that by itself. So now let's take you guys and let's start taking apart the rocket like in the instructions. So this is going to be like one of the most challenging things I've ever really had to do on film and keep you guys engaged with the whole process. Now, before we get into this part, I do want to talk about the main rocket itself. I mean, it's a very basic build. Like if you ever built a Grogu, a Yoda, a BB-8, Star Wars droid unit, it's a solid square core that's held together by these plates with all the slopes. So to build this was only the last 5 or 6 bags. To build the stand that you guys can't see in frame, that was the first 21 bags. So 6 bags here, 21 there. So this is really kind of like a very May build. But even watching it live on the YouTube video, the rocket's not really that stunning. What's stunning is the fire underneath the rocket and its detachment from the launch pad. So when this thing goes all the way up, it will eject these boosters. And on this model rocket, it's no different. So they will come off like that and become space waste. It is what it is. So the detail on these is pretty good. Now I do want to say, I was supposed to get 2 black rods to build the inner structure of this because they're kind of held together like Yoda's lightsaber. And it's funny that I use that for a reference of how these are built, because if you guys remember, I did a light my bricks on my Yoda, and I had to take that inner axle rod structure piece out of my Yoda's lightsaber. And this piece was missing in this one. So one of these has Yoda's center axle rod going through it in white, and one of these has it in black. In fact, I will show you guys just by popping off this top. This one's in black, this one's in white. Yoda, Artemis. So instead of having to make a whole claim and delay my video, I just pushed ahead and I got it done. Perfect. So now let's set these aside. So this is the main engine of the rocket, to my understanding. And when this thing goes up, this top part detaches. And I think the way that they want me to do this one is like that. No. Hold on, everybody. We're going to figure this out. Yeah, we're going to pop that off. Okay. So that comes out. This comes out. Okay. And then that's what goes places. And then this becomes space waste, I guess, as well. I know Elon Musk is trying to get it to where they land back and they can be reused. So then you have this. This is where the people are going to be in this part. But I guess inside of here, there's going to be an actual satellite that they ejected into orbit or something along that nature. So we're going to want to take that off, put that down, and then we're going to pop that off. And then we're going to lift this up. We're going to split this like a can of tuna. And then there we go. Then we're going to have the Orion or whatever this is called for the satellite. Now let's check our instructions to see if we need to add anything to it. No, it's saying for us just to puff it out like so. Okay. And then it's going to go like that. Then we're going to want to stick this to the stand. That's why the stand has this little clicky element in it. It's for us just to pop it in and lock it in. Pop, lock, and drop it. So we're going to want to center it up, make it look nice. I'm not going to put it back in because I want the satellite off to the side. And that is the satellite right there. Did you guys get a good look at that? I really hope you guys are not minding the long review on this. There's just so much cool stuff. And yes, these are the same printed elements you get in the city solar lights. And that is printed. And that's basically chopper's head type of a piece, reused in light bluish gray with print. So we now have that. So once we have that done, how do we put the structure back into this piece? Well, that's where this piece comes in. We're going to put this piece in right into here. And then we're going to lock this back in like that. And then we're going to put this back on. Now, I'm being very picky about the orientation of this because of that fuel door that you guys see. The flag goes with the NASA, is what it's trying to tell me. Then we're going to come back in here, and now that we have that blue stud, this is going to pop in right there, just like that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to go and we're going to make sure our fuel door is in the right spot. We're going to put that back down, and then we're going to start putting our pieces. I guess we should put this on first, this on second, and you guys can see how that kind of locks in there with the studs. Then put on this, and there we go. Then we're going to want to put our booster engine right here, and then our other booster engine right here. And then we're going to go twist you guys over, and we're going to just set it right on that spindle. Come on in. We're going to pick it up. See if you guys can see that. Looks like you guys can see some of it. And we're going to lock it back in those two areas. Then we're going to flip our little knob, dock our station, bada bing, bada boom. Our door's lined up. Our Orion spacecraft is right there, and our plaque is right there. This review is done. Woo! Water is a very vital thing to wrapping up any very good review sequence. I am so thirsty after trying to rattle off all of those incredible details about this set. I mean, I don't know NASA. I don't know space. Like I said, when it comes to this set and the Milky Way coming out in a few days, I'm going to make the biggest ass out of myself, and I'm just going to tell you all that right now. And you know what? I don't care how dumb I sound when I'm trying to review these sets. I am trying to engage in something that I've never given much time or thought to, but because of Lego, it has now drawn my attention to it. I would never even consider knowing anything about the new NASA program, our return to the moon, etc., if Lego never made this rocket. And I think that's like a really huge point about this set, because this set is really reasonably priced at $260. It is an incredible build with the launch pad. Yes, it's only 6 bags to build the rocket, 21 for the launch pad. For $260, you're really just building a launch pad and with a secondary feature, which is the rocket. But the whole thing is, it brought me in and it taught me something new, and it showed a lot of light. You know, researching this product, I still don't know a lot about it, but if you guys think about it, this is our return to the moon, our return to eventually build the space station on the moon. There is more than 3 Artemises planned. I think I read that there was 5, and we're just now trying to get the 4 men to go up in it. And the really cool thing is, I believe that this is going to be the first woman and first person of color to be in it, to go up into the moon. So they're even breaking those boundaries with this project. So it's just a really cool project. This Lego set can bring you into this project and really teach you about it, and you will learn something new. So what I'm basically trying to get at is for $260, you don't just get a great Lego set, you get to learn something that you may have never even knew existed. And that's the power of Lego. And I'm very happy I bought this. I'm very happy that I'm here with it. It's so freaking cool. I'm very glad that this is my first actual NASA themed Lego set that I personally own. I've only done one other on the channel when I very first started for a friend, but for this to be our first together is just incredible. So I'm going to save all the babbling and get this wrapped up. It is a 2 thumbs up. I don't see anything wrong with the price. Considering how expensive Star Wars sets are, you're getting a far more engaging build at $260. I just did the TIE Interceptor UCS set to kick off this month, and that set was $40 for a 1,300 piece build or something of that nature. For 40 extra bucks, you can literally build this and take a break from Star Wars and learn something. So it's a definite, like, very happy. So with that one, everybody, I want to say, if you guys want to support the channel, there's 2 ways to do it, not 4, 2. And that is, you guys can hit the thank you button down below and leave a little donation. And that supports us buying Lego sets like this, and it supports the channel. If that's not really your thing, you guys can just hit that subscribe button, and that will support the channel as well by you guys following along with all the cool things that we do here. By hitting that subscribe button, it just really shows YouTube that people are liking what I'm doing, and it helps YouTube promote my videos in the algorithm. I'm currently having an issue. It's me versus the algorithm with my videos. So if you guys notice that my videos are being uploaded at different times than they normally are, that's because I'm trying to engage with my audience when they're online versus the videos there for when they get to it. And with that, everybody, you guys want to share this video with your friends, like the video, and comment your thoughts down below. Please do so. I love hearing what you guys have to say, and I really want to know if anybody else is new to Artemis and they discovered Artemis through this set as well. So up next on the YouTube channel, we're going to be going and unboxing a ton of retired Lego sets, from icons, advanced models, I think, Creator Expert, Star Wars. You know, it's a good maybe 6 to 8 sets, and it's going to be a really fun unboxing video. I really suggest you guys tune in and watch it, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. So thank you so much for watching. You all have an excellent one, and see you on the next one.